everyone, this is Adrian, and I'd like to keep going on that crisis coaching. And I told you about the decisions I made in the last crisis when I told you that there were four things that came against me. In 1998, we had the Asian crisis. My father died. And then we had the low price of sugar. And on top of that, we had a change of president that was ousted, and that was bad for business. So there were like four things coming against me at that time. And I had friends, and you know, they were well-meaning friends. And thank God for well-meaning friends rather than having no friends at all. All right? You'll always have a friend in a crisis. Find that friend, whoever that friend is. All right? He may not be the solution, but he may be of comfort. Friends provide comfort. All right. Well, one of them said, well, let's go into multi-level marketing, which they did make a lot of money out of, and they got out of their crisis that way. Another one said, let's go rent a farm. I've had two friends that told me that farming is the only thing I know, and I myself, I took up agriculture when I was in college. It seemed good. It seemed right. The Bible says there's a way that seems right to man, but in the end thereof it leads to death. All right? Now, it seemed right, and it wasn't wrong, and it wasn't illegal or anything like that. However, I made my first quality decision during that crisis. Now, that's very, very important. The quality decisions you make during a crisis. The first decision I made was find the voice you will listen to and believe. You know, Dr. Murdoch says, your future is decided by those whom you choose to believe. So I chose the voices that I wanted to believe and follow. You know, we may agree with people but not follow what they're saying or instructing us to do. There are many voices in the world. There are many voices on YouTube, on video today, especially during quarantine. You can find those voices in social media. You can find them there. I decided I was going to listen to men that knew about finances God's way. There's the world's way, there's God's way. Do people make it in the world? Yes, the Bible says that these are the wicked that prosper in the world. All right, so you can prosper without God. Now, I decided I wanted to know what God said about money, about getting out of the financial crisis and all of that, which we're going through right now. So my suggestion to all of you is find out what God says about money, believe it, and do it. That's what I did. I researched the Bible, what He said about money, Old Testament, New Testament, and then I found preachers that were preaching. There was a run on TV of a certain preacher that talked about prosperity like that during that hard time. And I decided to listen and listen and listen. And he was just testing a program. So he ran that program for a whole week, the same program, the same thing. And it was Kenneth Copeland and Dr. Leroy Thompson. I listened to them and listened to them every day, twice a day for a week. And by the end of that week, I was a totally different person on the inside. No outward changes, but the first decision I made was to choose the voice I was going to listen to and believe and follow.